The following program is for adult audiences only.
Hey, this is Alonzo Bowden, and you are listening to Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
And we're back.
Merry fucking Christmas, bitch!
Oh, here you go. Look right here.
And a train, bitch!
Choo choo choo.
Choo choo, bitch! And it's gonna be going long and strong throughout the episode. Ho ho ho!
It is not annoying or anything.
Ho ho ho! Ding dong ho ho! Oh my god. You're lucky I don't have him going. He sings this hillbilly shit, dude. It's awesome. Wang a twang a twang a twang a wang. It's awesome, dude. We got Canelo. Everybody's staged up. Yeah, ready to go. Johnny's in the red shirt. Got the Christmas tree. Okay, Yuletide for you and me. Here we go.
This is about the most Christmassy thing that I have. So
we don't believe in Christmas around here. What we believe in makes a mockery of the seasons.
I mean, I guess I have my work shirt. It's red.
Bullshit.
It's fucking bright red.
Johnny got this Christmas cup from Starbucks.
Oh, yeah, there you
he
go.
got the Christmas cup from Starbucks. So he's in this season. 'Tis the season to be pleasing Starbucks.
This season to be Johnny. La 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 la.
La la la.
La. All right.
All right, goddammit, here we go. Let's get into the fucking show. We got a lot going on this week, do we not?
Yeah. All right. We're going to jump right in with some really stupid shit. I hope you guys can hear me, because I can barely hear me.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, yeah, we'll get it. That's the Polar Express, bitch. Here we go.
Family purchases $10,000 in gift cards for Disney vacation, only to realize they're for Disney Plus.
Oh, my God. Dude, they could give Disney Plus accounts until, like, for their fucking great-great-great-grandchildren.
Right.
Good night.
This is a family's long-awaited Disney trip seen momentarily in jeopardy when the grandparents in charge realize a major error. TikToker at A of the Coast, Andy Costin, shared a now-viral TikTok where she gave real-time updates on her family's Disney vacation, beginning by explaining that the big family trip was originally scheduled for 2020 and subsequently postponed after the pandemic hit. We finally planned it for this Christmas. All 16 of my family members were going. To save some money, my parents bought 10,000 of Disney gift cards to purchase our tickets and restaurant reservations, Andy explained. I went home this weekend, and they were having problems loading the gift cards correctly and purchasing the tickets, she continued. Then showed the physical gift cards and revealed that they're all for Disney Plus, Disney's streaming service, and not for the use related to the theme park.
Dude, those whores got a refund on them or something? You got that Amazon refund?
Says at first, Andy issued a call for help in getting the money in the right form. We leave in 6 days and the parks are selling out of tickets because it's Christmas. My mom is distraught, Dad frustrated, and the kids worried we won't get into Disney, she shared. Things developed quickly as a TikToker and her followers answering questions she was getting from commenters went viral overnight. Andy clarified the mix-up happened in part because her parents don't use streaming services and were unaware that there was a difference. It was an honest mistake, she noted. Furthermore, since the couple was trying to input the gift cards on Disney's gift card website, the numbers were already scratched off the back, which made them ineligible for return.
Oi!
People chimed in with different ideas for how to remedy the issue in overwhelming amounts. Andy also learned that her family wasn't the only one this had happened to. That's been a comfort for my parents, she shared. It's like, well, there's more dumb people than just your parents.
Yeah, what do you mean? There's a lot of assholes around there. Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm getting ripped off. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is less than 24 hours after her first TikTok about the situation was posted, Andy was able to find a resolution. Disney reached out to the family and were able to turn the $10,000 of Disney streaming cards into $10,000 of Disney Parks gift cards. The family is now looking forward to enjoying their long-awaited trip and cherishing the moments together. Speaking with people about the experience, Andy expressed her gratitude for everyone involved in handling the situation. I'm so glad we were able to get it resolved, especially for my parents' sake. It was all good to hear that my parents are now not the only ones who have experienced this, she tells People. I received many messages and comments from people telling me that they or someone they know have had similar experiences. I hope that this story makes more people aware of the card difference so no one else experiences this again.
Dude, I hope, fuck.
It's
I don't know how they
pay
don't
attention.
like if more than one person is getting ripped off by this. How the fuck are they not putting in some sort of check safe? Like, hey man, put a Mickey Mouse by the one that isn't like fucking. You get Marvel movies. Spin around in 3, 2, 1. Hit the front bell. Front bell. Front bell. Go 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 go.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
On the tree. When it comes back around, we'll get it again. When it comes back around, we'll get it again. There's a switch behind the by the train conductor car. Hit that fucking thing, dude. Turn that thing off, man. You guys are getting interrupted. This fucking guy is getting drowned out by the Christmas season.
Yeah, and I can't concentrate.
Flip that bitch right around. All right, now hit the switch in the back of the car.
Where?
There it is. You see it? In the back of the car. Oh, yeah. He had it. He had it. He'll get it. He'll get it next time. He'll get it next time. He'll get it. He'll get it. Here it comes.
Yeah, Anthony's going to take care of it. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Don't know that it was worth all that. The not so special Christmas special.
It's the goddamn ho ho ho.
But yeah, wouldn't that be fucking nuts? Like you're not the one that's taking care of the expenses, so your parents are like, "Hey, we got it all done," and we're trying to enter it, and it's like, you fucking idiots. It's not even the right thing.
I don't know how Walt Disney is allowed to scam more old people. How the fuck is that happening, right? We gotta shut that guy down. We gotta shut that guy down. We gotta shut down Walt, man. We gotta shut him down.
Life shut him down quite a while ago.
No, that's the thing, dude. If you build a pyramid, dude, we're still talking about it. We're still talking about it. The asshole that built it. We're still talking about it, so he's still around. We gotta shut Walt down. He's ripping off these little, and they're not gonna do anything about it. They're not gonna like pay him or nothing.
Yeah, they traded him out the gift cards for Disney.
Yeah, but I mean,
canceled
like,
out the Disney Plus.
You gotta. To me, it's like the old additive of like, okay, it's the media thing. So it's like 1 means 100, and 100 means 1,000, and 1,000 means 1,000,000, right? So okay, this happened to one guy. So it's probably happened to 100 guys, and they can't afford like a regular, like a Disney trip or what the fuck ever. So it's like, oh yeah, they just bought like these Disney gift cards, and it's like for $150 or something. Those guys are all getting ripped off, guys. They're not. Nobody's putting those guys on BuzzFeed. All right, they're getting ripped off. So just it turned out to be a happy ending, of course. Yeah, the old people don't get ripped off, but yeah, they probably did, dude. Some old people got ripped off, man.
I think the Disney thought that, oh fuck, we better take care of this, or we're gonna be the assholes here.
Not only that, but if you bought like a $90 gift card and you were like, here you go, and somebody's like, dude, it's Disney Plus gift card, you'd be like, well, I mean, I guess that's 9 months of Disney. Like, you're not going to bitch about it, but I mean, like, I guess I got 9 months of Disney. They didn't want you to have that. They wanted you to have, well, you know what? You know what? If you're buying Disney gift cards, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Really, though?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Your grandparents hated you, and they're unoriginal bitches, and, okay, Disney gift cards, all right. You know what? They deserve to get ripped off. Fuck them.
Yeah,
We're selling Disney gift cards down here at the Who's Talking Shit show. Go ahead and buy one, dude. I'll get you one.
Yeah, this is a card that we wrote Disney Plus on.
I can spell Disney.
T-I-Z-N-E-E.
D-I! Got your money.
Oh, fuck. So, a bit of an update from last show.
Let's hear about it.
I like that it's going to backfire on him. Ooh. Rudy Giuliani files for bankruptcy after jury orders him to pay $148 million in defamation case.
Rudy don't have the money. Rudy's not that rich, guys.
Yeah, it's not gonna fucking matter. He's
Rudy's
kind of
poor.
Anyway. Yeah. It says former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani filed for bankruptcy Thursday after a jury hit him with more than $148 million in damages for defaming 2 Georgia election workers who received death threats after he falsely accused them of fraud in the 2020 presidential election. The filing should be a surprise to no one, said Ted Goodman, a political advisor to Giuliani. No person could have reasonably believed that Mayor Rudy Giuliani would be able to pay such a high punitive amount, Goodman said.
Yeah.
Chapter 11 will afford Mayor Giuliani the opportunity and time to pursue an appeal while providing transparency for his finances under the supervision of the bankruptcy court to ensure all creditors are treated equal and fairly throughout the process. On Wednesday, U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell opened the gate for the election workers, Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss, who go after the money quickly, saying that Giuliani would likely try to conceal and dissipate his assets to avoid paying. Giuliani had repeatedly failed to comply with Howell's instructions in the defamation case, and he has mounting debts to lawyers and others, Howell said. Well, my question is, if he's a lawyer, why didn't he just fucking represent himself? He doesn't have to pay anybody.
Not only that,
whatever.
However, is that the end of the story?
No.
Okay, you will.
In his bankruptcy petition filed in a New York federal court, the former mayor estimated he has assets worth between $1 million and $10 million. That's a big fucking between. That's like, I have between $1 and $100.
I said, girl, my dick is between 1 and 10 inches. You want to take the over or the under? What do you think?
Says, and liabilities between $100 million and $500 million. He estimates he has between 1 and 49 creditors. Like, fucking come on, dude.
Stop it.
It's far from clear the bankruptcy petition will protect Giuliani from having to pay the election workers. The bankruptcy code blocks debtors from relief if their debts arise from certain forms of injurious conduct. Barbara McQuaid, a former U.S. attorney and legal commentator, said on Twitter that a court judgment for defamation qualifies as the type of intentional conduct that isn't dischargeable in bankruptcy. In a statement provided to USA Today, Freeman and Moss attorney Michael Gottlieb said the bankruptcy filing wouldn't protect Giuliani. This maneuver is unsurprising, and it will not succeed in discharging Mr. Giuliani's debt to Ruby Freeman, and Shay Moss, Gottlieb said. In his bankruptcy petition, Giuliani said he owes nearly $1 million in federal and state taxes. He also mentions a claim by Hunter Biden tied to a lawsuit by President Joe Biden's son. Giuliani describes that claim as contingent and disputed, terms he also used to describe several other claims, including $148 million he owes Freeman and Moss.
So, $148 million. Fuck me. Anyway, how much does he owe these other assholes?
Somewhere between 100 and 500 million. Come on, dude.
Bro, like, just because you hate him doesn't make him, like, super rich. Like, it's like, when it comes to, like, bankrupting somebody, like, dude, you just gotta, like, how much is his house worth? Like, fuck off. Just because you hate him doesn't mean he's, like, got a bajillion bucks. So, I feel like the judgment is stupid. It kind of makes the legal system look fucking like a mockery. If I owe him to pay you $780 million or $5, because you're just as likely to get fucking either. All right. Let me tell you what. If they order me to pay $10 billion or $25, you're probably just as likely to get either one. Like, I'm not like,
here's a cheeseburger.
Yeah, realistically, like, when it comes to suing somebody for I don't think these people that are suing for money have ever been really poor, because like they're still about like, oh, I'm not gonna go dig a hole for money, I'm gonna sue a guy for money. When you're really poor, you understand like what money truly means. And if the electric company is asking for $498 and you've got $2, you may as well have no dollars. They're not getting your $2. Your $2 is going to Taco Bell. 'Cause back in the day, you could get 4 hard tacos for $2.
Fucking
they were
ramen
50
noodles.
cents a piece, dog. Like, your $2 isn't going to them. So it doesn't matter. So if you order him to pay $750 million, and even if he has $1 million, you're not going to see a dime of it because it ain't going to go to you. What you got to do is you got to understand that a rich man is going to die rich before he dies poor. So get what you can get out of him, but leave him leave him with his shoes on so he's gonna pay you. If you take everything from him, he's not gonna pay, guys. He's just not gonna pay. You're just not gonna get the money. The guy's gonna file bankruptcy. If you get the judgment, he's gonna fucking kill himself. And if that's what you're after, well then why didn't you just try to get him thrown in jail?
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Either way, but I mean, like, do you want the money or not? Because you're not going to get any money. I'd rather have $100,000 and him be a little more poor than just like, oh, we killed him. Like, we got the only bad guy. There's way more. There's way more. Trust me, it's like, oh, we got the only bad dude. No, we didn't. There's a bajillion bad dudes. You're not going to get the bad dudes. If you really want to get any money off of them, make it a realistic amount for these lawsuits so that we can actually get them fulfilled. Like, you're not going to pay. If you said over 500 million, the other one was 152. We got another one that was another million. Creditors and lawyers, we're looking at over $1 billion. He says I have between $1 and $10 million. M is way smaller than B. It's way smaller, dude.
It takes a lot of M's to make a B.
Yeah, dude, you're not going to get any money out of him if he can't satisfy 1/10 of the awarded by the courts fucking settlement, then he's not going to pay any of it. Why wouldn't he just spend like $1,300 and get a plane ticket to an unextraditable country and you can all suck my dick? I mean, just realistically, like, if you're going to paint me as a criminal, I'm going to act like one, and I'm going to take my $4 million that I have cash in my safe, and I'm going to get the fuck out of here, because I've been washing the system for years, and I know what's going on, but I'm never going to pay that money. That's bananas. Let's be realistic. If you charged him $300K, he'd probably pay. You're like, all right, $300,000 is a life-changing amount of money for these fucking people that are literally working for a part-time job, an election polling booth. Like, they're making $12 an hour. I would say $300K is a realistically life-changing settlement for these fucking assholes. That's what you're going to pay. Then he'll pay it, and there'll be no qualms. But what you're going to do is you're going to force this dude to either go bankrupt or flee the fucking country. Where's the justice then? It's not there. You guys stop acting like you want him on a cross, man. You just want his money. Well, then get his money. There you go.
All right. So, this was surprising and not surprising, I guess, at the same time. I'm surprised it didn't happen before now. I mean, it should have if you go by the story. Vin Diesel accused of sexual battery in lawsuit brought by former assistant.
If they got trouble, then they gonna get Diesel.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. It seems like this should have happened sooner.
Yeah, they got Travolta, they're going to get Diesel. And let me tell you what, dude. If you ever seen Triple X, the last number 4.
God, there was more than one?
Dude, I almost charged him with sexual assault. That movie, dude.
You felt like you got fucked in the ass?
Once I got fucked in the ass. Yeah. Dude, once I see Vin Diesel in a sleeveless hoodie with jorts on, that's Gene Shants, as in you shan't fucking wear them. We're like, I'm raped now. Now you pillaged me. Now I gotta remember that. I remember it. It's weird. I remember it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I remember it. It's terrible. Go ahead, Johnny.
Fuck, man. Ridiculous. Just like Fast and the Furious.
Put him fucking down for that movie. Put him down. Put him down for Triple X4. Put him down.
Says Fast and Furious franchise star Vin Diesel has been accused of sexual battery and creating a hostile work environment. In a lawsuit filed by a former assistant.
Hold on. How do you sexual battery? You beat the shit out of somebody with your dick or something? That's a funny joke. Okay.
Says the civil suit filed on Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court and obtained by CNN stems from a 2010 incident in which Diesel's former assistant, Asta Jonasson, alleges Diesel forced himself on her in a hotel suite in Atlanta and masturbated in front of her.
Battered women.
The complaint states Diesel ignored Jonason's clear statements of non-consent, and after she screamed and ran towards the nearby bathroom, he pinned her against the wall with his body.
I've been eating mine plain for years.
Vin Diesel categorically denies this claim in its entirety. Brian Friedman, attorney for Diesel, wrote in a statement to CNN later on Friday. This is the first he has ever heard about this more than 13-year-old claim made by a purportedly 9-day employee. Jonasson is suing Diesel along with his company One Race Productions, and Diesel's sister Samantha Vincent for sexual battery, creating a hostile work environment, negligent supervision, and wrongful termination, among her other claims. Side note, have you ever seen his sister?
Dude, 9 days?
Yeah.
I haven't seen his sister, but 9 days? Is she hot?
Vin Diesel got the looks in the family.
Rugged.
Yeah.
He's not a good-looking dude. He kind of looks like a turtle.
Yeah. I mean, he's better looking than me, but that's not saying a lot, so.
Johnny said, I'm not challenging the man, but my eyes they work.
Jonathan claims that Samantha Vincent, the president of Diesel's company One Race at a Time, called her mere hours after the alleged assault and terminated Miss Jonathan's employment. She is seeking an imposition of a civil penalty of $10,000 for each violation, plus unspecified punitive damages, according to the suit. No one is too famous or powerful to evade justice. Claire Lise Cutley of Greenberg Gross LLP, attorney for Jonathan, wrote in a statement shared with CNN. We hope her courageous decision to come forward helps create lasting change and empowers our survivors. Diesel has appeared in more than 60 TV and film titles. He is also among the producers of the global hit franchise of Fast and the Furious films. He has several upcoming projects in the works, including Fast X Part 2. Like, dude, I'm so fucking done with that. I watched the first two, and
I hope he goes to
is
jail
way
just
too
for keep making it no
right, just put him in jail for that.
I don't
And
even care.
He
bro.
owes us all money for those movies. Even if you haven't seen him, he owes you money for making the fucker.
Like I said, dude, again, for fucking Triple X4, dude,
Jesus
you
Christ.
ought to do 60 days on that. Dude, I've done worse stuff for less. Like, I've done more time for less crime.
Fuck, man.
I remember one time I did like 10 days one time, and I wrecked my own car in the desert.
So no one was harmed except the vehicle.
But me. And I rolled my own car in the desert in the sagebrush. All I messed up was the dirt. And I did 10 days for that. Like, he made those movies, guys. He's got to do at least a couple of months.
Yeah, he willingly made those.
Yeah, he did it on purpose. I didn't want, I lost the car, too. On top of 10 days, I also lost the car, you fucking assholes. Goddamn fucking pigs.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just like, this guy, take it easy, Vin Diesel. You get some time, take time, do a couple sit-ups, get back in shape, come out with another Pitch Black movie. Maybe we'll all watch it. But until then, you got to pay us for those Fast and Furious movies, dude. I don't give a shit about you. However,
I just love that he's Groot. Then I don't have to see him.
well, there's just so many,
He just says Groot all
there,
the time.
that's going to be his only one that he gets to
That's
keep.
fucking great,
From
dude.
him. Watch.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to tell it, dude. You cannot be famous and have a dick, dude. I'll tell you, me and Johnny been bitching about this show not getting lit up. It's not getting hit, dude. For 4 years, dude, we've been painstakingly, we've put the neighborhood on our back, we put the hood on our back, and we're fucking trudging to the end zone. And here's the thing: comes a point, do you want to be famous, dude? Because you might lose it all. You might just lose it all, right? I don't know one guy that I would be like, they'll never get him. Think of one dude in Hollywood that you're like, they'll never get him. Vin Diesel's gay. He's a gay guy. Have you ever seen Fast and Furious 1 through 10? That's a gay dude. If I ever seen a gay dude, Vin Diesel's a gay dude. For sure. If Neil Patrick Harris is gay, Vin Diesel's gay as fuck. That's fine. I love it. I love it for him. Nobody wears jorts that isn't fucking gay. Come on, bro. He wears them with Timberlands. Timberlands and jorts. That's gay. Come on.
He's still in the 90s.
Either way, in a sleeveless hoodie, jorts, Timberlands. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's raping bitches.
That's what I'm going to wear next week on the podcast.
He's raping bitches, for sure. Let me tell you. He's raping them up. He's raping them down, left and right. Either way, I just fucking, dude, I don't know who's safe, man. I don't know who's safe. I don't know who wants to get famous. Do you want it? I don't know. John Mulaney? Is he famous? I don't know. Is he famous? Is he famous enough to get taken down, but mild and meek enough to not get taken down? That's the thing. What's the answer, Johnny?
I think John Mulaney's going to take himself down.
He's
sure trying.
Dude, I think that's how he's got a fucking rock solid alibi. All you do is make shitty Netflix cartoons and then just fuck yourself over. Like, all this snow. Nobody's getting all this snow for rape, right? Why not? Why? Because he just self-deprecates. He's like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, that's what you got to do, dude. Because if you come out of the gate and you're like, no, I'm Vin Diesel, fuck off. Yeah, you're going down. You're going down. I'm sorry, ladies. It's kind of like... It's kind of like the Patriots, dude. At a certain point, once you start getting everybody, dude, it's like we think you're cheating. When you start beating everyone,
well, they
dude.
fucking did for how many years?
I know. Thank you. That's my point, Johnny. It's like once you start winning so much, we think you're cheating. You don't get Louis C.K. You don't get Vin Diesel. You don't get everyone. Come on. You don't get everyone. Get kind of a break. Jesus fucking Christ.
One of those people I actually give a shit about.
I
Louis
know.
CK.
Well, I'm just saying, like, well, look here. One of them isn't a sexual predator. The other one is a gay guy. So we just can't get everyone, man. All right? We can't get everyone. When are you getting RuPaul? Come on. When are you getting him? He's rich. He's got a dick. I'm just saying. Next story.
Okay.
Before I dig myself into a deeper hole. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Christian dogs!
Okay, this next story, I'm going to read the entire story. It is pretty fucking out there.
Rock and roll.
All right. The mysterious suicide of Rebecca, I'm not sure, Zahau, who was found bound, gagged, and hanging from her boyfriend's balcony.
Not a fucking suicide.
Wait till you hear the evidence, Anthony. You might change your tune.
All right.
You're not, but... All right. On July 13th, 2011, 32-year-old Rebecca Zahau was found hanging from a balcony at her boyfriend's California home. It looked like a suicide, except that Zahau was found nude, bound, and gagged. In the years since, debate over Zahau's cause of death has raged. Authorities in California maintain that she was driven to suicide out of guilt. Just days before her death, her boyfriend's 6-year-old son suffered a fatal fall while under her care, but Zahau's family believed that she was murdered. They point to the unsettling circumstances surrounding her death, including her bindings, a bloody knife found at the scene, and an eerie message written on a door which reads, "She saved him, can you save her?" Here's everything we know about Rebecca Zahau, the 32-year-old who was found bound, gagged, and hanging from a balcony at her boyfriend's home. Rebecca Mawiz Zahau was born on March 15, 1979 in Phalam, Myanmar, and eventually made her way to the United States via Nepal and Germany, according to Oxygen.
Fucking Myanmar's a rough place, buddy.
Right? Around 2009, she met Johan Shakne, the millionaire founder of the Medicis Pharmaceutical Corporation, and started dating him. Johan had 3 children from 2 previous marriages, and Zahau eventually quit her job to help care for them, especially his youngest son, Max. That's what Zahau was doing on July 11, 2011, watching Max. But on that day, the 6-year-old somehow fell over the second floor railing and onto the floor below while Zahau was in the bathroom. Though Max was rushed to the hospital, his condition quickly deteriorated. After midnight on July 13th, Johan called to tell Zahau that things had taken a turn for the worse. According to ABC News, Johan wasn't able to reach her, but he left her a voicemail around 12:30 a.m. Hours later, Rebecca Zahau was found dead. On July 13, 2011, Johan's brother, Adam Shakne, who was staying at the house, found Rebecca Zahau hanging by her neck from a balcony. Adam called 911 at 6:48 a.m., grabbed a knife from the kitchen, cut her down, and performed CPR, but the 32-year-old Zahau was dead. Her cause of death, however, has remained controversial to this day. When Adam Shakne found Zahau's body, her ankles were bound together and her hands were tied around her back. She was gagged with a t-shirt that had been wrapped 3 times around her neck. Eerily, investigators also found blood and tape residue on her legs and hemorrhages on the side of her head, which should have come from someone hitting her. They also found a knife with a handle covered in Zahau's menstrual blood. And then there was the message on the bathroom door. bedroom door. In block letters and black paint, someone had written, "She saved him, can you save her?" The meaning of the message was unclear, though authorities suspected it had to do with Max Shackney's fall, but investigators found black paint everywhere on Zahau's body. The paint was also found on her right hand, left breast, right nipple, right upper chest, right upper index finger, and neck. Zahau's thumbprint was also found on the paint cap, but handwriting experts were unable to determine who wrote the message. Yet, to the horror of Rebecca Zahau's family, investigators determined that the 32-year-old had died by suicide. Her family is adamant that that's not what happened. Nothing adds up, Zahau's sister, Mary Zahau Lorner, told ABC News. As for the fact that Zahau was found nude, Zahau Lorner remarked, no way. It's just not something she would do. We were raised in modesty. Yes, she dressed herself well, but she was not one who's going to go out there and say, hey, look at me, to the whole world. So why are investigators convinced that Rebecca Zahau died by suicide? Though Rebecca Zahau's death looks suspicious, authorities have stuck by their determination that she took her own life, likely out of guilt. After a thorough and comprehensive review of all the existing evidence and searching for potential new evidence, we're confident the initial investigation was handled properly, and we're confident in the science behind our conclusions, the evidence collection, and the work of the lab, Lieutenant Rich Williams of the Sheriff's Department Homicide Unit said, according to Oxygen. They all point to a suicide. The authorities say that Zahau tied her own hands and feet, then went face first off the balcony. She slid down the wall, breaking the foliage, as well as leaving marks on the wall before her full length of that rope was reached, and did in fact hang herself, Dr. Glenn Wagner, the San Diego County medical examiner, said in a press conference. Indeed, the police conducted a reenactment to prove that it was possible that Zahau to bind herself. They demonstrated how a woman could wrap a rope around her hands in front of her body, then slip one hand out of the binding before placing her hands back behind her back and retying them. As strange as it seems, the police noted in a 2011 press conference that it's not unheard of for suicidal people to bind themselves so they can't change their minds. Side note, that is how Robin Williams killed himself.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what kind of niche fucking information you gotta know? You better shut the fuck up. That's a murder if I ever seen one.
Says that Zahau's boyfriend agrees that that's most likely what happened. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, for sure that bitch did that. For sure.
All I can think of is that Rebecca saw what happened, felt responsible in some way. Not that she did anything, but she was entrusted with Max, Johan told ABC News, and that was too much to bear. Still, many believe that the police investigation into Rebecca Zahau's death left too many unanswered questions, including her family. In 2013, they filed a wrongful death suit against Adam Shackney. That was his brother, the one that cut her down. This is all about finding the truth, Zahau Lorner told ABC News, that people understand that my sister did not commit suicide. In 2018, a civil jury found Adam Shackney liable for Zahau's death and awarded her family $5 million. Adam's insurance company later settled with the family for $600,000. Though Adam has always maintained his innocence, some believe that he could have had something to do with Zahau's death. So, my question is, not knowing anything about the law or anything, but so they rule that it's a suicide, but he's liable for her death.
Yeah, different courts, buddy. They rule that there's a suicide in criminal court, but in civil court they raise a lawsuit against him, and civil court finds him guilty of her death. But civil court is different than criminal court.
But how can they find her liable for her death when it was ruled a suicide?
It's a different court, bro. It's like if you were to, like, theoretically charge somebody for murder here of a person, and they'd be like, oh, I'm innocent. But then, like, New Zealand would be like, well, that's our fucking guy, so we're going to charge you for murder over here. So then you go over there, and you're guilty. Well, technically, you are innocent and guilty of the same crime.
I mean, I get it. It's kind of
like different courts.
It's in the OJ civil suit.
Well, that's the thing is obviously there's some sort of police involvement. Some sort of county sheriff had some sort of involvement in like he knew that kid, or that kid was his nephew, or his kid's cousin, or some bullshit, or something like that. And yeah, they had that lady fucking whacked, bro, for sure.
Oh yeah,
For sure. And unfortunately for her, it seems like they paid to have her killed, and the guys that fucking decided to kill her, they probably thought she was purty or something, so they fucking decided to go a little overboard, and they stripped her naked, and they raped her with a fucking buck knife, and then they, stuck her once and threw her over the fucking balcony. Either way, the police aren't going to be like, oh, well, it wasn't a suicide, and we're going to investigate. Well, no, because the county sheriff fucking hired the guys to do it. It's just, you got to look at, like, obviously it's not a suicide. No, like, what the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Even read the encrypted message. It's in reverse, dude. She doesn't feel guilt for killing the kid, so she believes that, like, in a way, it isn't her fault. So in her mind, he's saved in the aspect of, like, guilt and not guilt. She doesn't feel guilty for this crime.
I mean, it's
So
just
in her
taking
mind-
a piss and he fell over the fucking thing.
Yeah, in her mind, it's not her problem. In my mind, it's not her fucking problem either.
I agree.
However, if it's your fucking son, it's her fucking problem. You hired a babysitter, and my baby got out of the balcony and fucking died.
Well, it was inside. It was the second story. It was from the second floor of inside the house.
Well,
He fell over the railing.
Yeah, got on the balcony in the house and fucking fell off and died. Either way, dude, it's like that's the babysitter's fault if that's your kid.
But I mean, was she supposed to take him in the fucking bathroom with her?
Well, that's the thing. Is like you can't think that every
Fucking
parent is sane.
ridiculous.
I could easily see how, as a parent, you could believe like that's the babysitter's fault. My kid died in your watch. My kid would never have done that when I was watching him, because everybody thinks they're a good parent. You're all shitty parents. Yeah, we wouldn't have so many assholes if you all were shitty parents. There's so many assholes out there. Look at me.
I mean, and that's not saying that she didn't fucking throw him over.
That's not saying she didn't, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying she's not responsible.
Right.
Yeah, but either way, I am telling you that bitch was murdered.
Yeah, there was no suicide
That was
involved.
a Mordor if I ever fucking seen one. I mean, come on, dude. Who's like, yeah, man. I'm gonna kill myself, but I want it to really, really, really look like someone else did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I mean,
frame somebody.
Like, if you're gonna kill yourself, you just kill yourself. You don't, like, get naked, tie yourself up. Like Robin Williams, obviously. Like, to a certain point, if you're gonna do the research to kill yourself, okay, you're gonna kill yourself. All right, so you want to bind yourself, but you're not gonna strip naked. You're not gonna shove a buck knife up your asshole. You're not gonna do like all these crazy things that implies some sort of like. Any PD will tell you, oh, there's signs of a struggle in here. That's signs of a struggle to me. I don't know. If I'm the jury, dude, that's signs of a struggle. Yeah. And that's signs of like, hey, maybe your police force maybe might have knew that kid or something. So maybe we might have looked at something else.
So there's a little bit left here. So it says, for starters, he had access. Adam was the only other person at the house when Zahau died. What's more, he worked as a tugboat captain, and some have alleged that only someone with nautical knowledge could have bound Zahau with such intricate knots, though this is debatable. Could Adam have killed Rebecca Zahau out of anger or grief following Max's accident? Perhaps, but he denies it, and investigators maintain that Zahau died by suicide.
Not a question he did.
As San Diego County Sheriff Bill Gore commented, was Rebecca's death a homicide? The answer is no, it was a suicide. But for many, Rebecca Zahau's death remains an unsettling mystery.
That bitch was Mordor.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's fucking...
For sure,
that's
dude.
so stupid.
Mordor for sure. And
Yeah.
and not only that, but probably to a certain extent sexually crimed and beaten the fuck up before they threw her off a fucking building. I mean, if you're gonna kill yourself, you don't beat the shit out of yourself and rape yourself before you do it, dude. You just don't do that,
You don't
man.
tape your legs and fucking take it off and hit yourself in the head.
I mean, you just don't. I know some dudes. You just don't do that, bro. You just literally kill yourself. Like, that's what you do. And not only that, but the decision to kill yourself is such a fucking pain in the ass, dude. God, such a pain in the ass that you're not like, you don't want to have to make that decision after an ass whooping that you self-delivered. Like, if you're gonna kick your ass, dude, that's your own punishment. A suicide is a quick thing. You want to make it quick, clean, concise, jump off a dock, I can't swim kind of shit. You know, you want to, gun to the head, jump off the chair. I can't fucking, I get bounding yourself because your survival instinct is obviously key, but it's not one of these things that like, oh yeah, you're going to inflict a fucking self-imposed ass whooping. I feel like this is just crazy. This is crazy, and this is obviously the judicial system had some sort of a fucking an investment in that child, so they're like, oh, we don't give a fuck, that bitch is dead.
I mean, I think we need to look at the fact that the guy whose kid died is a fucking millionaire.
Yeah, so they paid him off. Yeah, paid him off. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't give a fuck on purpose.
Nope.
And so he had her murdered. That's all it was.
Nope. Well, we don't give a fuck on purpose.
And that's what we do, bro.
And on that note, we'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas, bitch!